Rise of the Star Wars cost them $500 million.
And it
sucked shit and very nearly destroyed the whole franchise. Charles, we have to do something.
What do we got to do?
I don't know, man, but we have to do something.
Do I have to take my pants off for this?
Maybe. Our show is so fucking unpopular.
I know. Well,
I swear to God, if we stopped doing it, you and I would be the only people to notice that we weren't doing it anymore.
I think it's because we like shit. Like, we have to go into the stuff just, like, beating the hell out of it and talking about how shitty it is and how it's ruining franchises.
But we do dislike most shit.
That's true.
But not Andor.
No.
I fucking love this show.
Yes.
And I loved this last episode, episode 6.
Oh, man.
The Eye.
I knew we were getting to the point where action was about to happen, and it did, and I was right. It was epic, and it was awesome.
I absolutely loved that scene where the commander and the engineer are talking about what comes next. Are the natives going to play along? Are they going to let us build here on their sacred land? Oh, yeah, what choice are we going to give them? And they both take a drink of their coffee at the same time. I'm like, that is such bureaucratic military privilege. It's so fucking perfect.
Yes.
So much research went into this. They're so good. This writing staff is fucking top notch.
Now, who was it that you said that this is the same guy that created Rogue One? He also created this series, right?
No, the Bourne Identity.
The Bourne Identity.
Bourne
That's what it is. The Bourne
Jason
series.
Bourne series. So
Okay.
he knows how to do cloak and dagger, spy thriller stuff.
Yes. Which is what is needed. And I think that's what's needed for a lot of the Disney Plus stuff is if you're going to do these, quit grabbing these people out of nowhere who've never done anything before.
Yeah.
And start grabbing people that actually know their shit.
Well, yeah, if you're... God, what's an example? God, I can't think of anything.
Well, everything that's been on Disney Plus lately, when we look up the director or the writers, we're like, who are these
It's
people?
just some
And
guy, yeah.
Yeah, like they've directed a documentary once about house cats, and now they're doing a Star Wars thing, and it's like, really?
Because somebody in the boardroom at Disney at Buena Vista said, we need an Asian female. Well, what do you mean, sir? Well, we're not inclusive enough, and we have to show diversity. Oh, all right, give me every Asian female that's available.
This series stars an Asian female, so get an Asian female to direct the Asian female that's going to be in the show. Diversity.
Yeah. Beyond that, I'm loving the realism. You know, remember the first time we see Andor in Rogue One? He's making that deal with an informant, and 2 stormtroopers show up, and he has to blast the stormtroopers, and then he kills the informant.
Yeah. Yes.
You know who this guy is. Play him real. And they have. From the minute that he shot those guards outside the bar to when they're out here escaping and Screen is like, hey, let's take the money and get out of here. And you recognize this guy's a threat.
Yep.
Put him down right now.
Because there was no right answer.
This scene. That's beautiful.
Yes.
Right. What do you tell him?
Because if you say, yeah, let's do it, you know he's going to kill you and take it all. And if you tell him, no, you're not interested, he's going to kill you and take it all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this kind of became your only choice.
But the thing is,
And he was smart enough to recognize it. Like, smart enough to know, you just put me in a pretty bad spot. I don't have a choice. And then he put him down.
But I'm saying he recognized it, but the writers and directors understood and recognized that as well. They're keeping it very real and grounded, even when that's not the best thing for the story. The best thing for the story would be, okay, now we've established conflict between these 2 main characters. Let's develop that and get a few episodes out of it.
Right.
That's what's better for the story. But for reality, you waste the fucking guy.
Yes.
And they're playing it real. And that makes it fucking best shit on TV right now.
It's still just the best written damn thing I've seen in a long time. I'm not used to seeing this level of storytelling
Yeah.
in anything on Disney Plus. That's for sure. And it certainly hasn't been in anything in Star Wars in a long time.
There's a depth to it. It is evolved past a goofy kids show with robots. It's something very, very different now.
Yes.
Finally. It's finally maturing. And there's still room for the dumb stuff.
Right. I mean, that's not to say you can't have the fun animated Jar Jar Binks show, spin-off,
Right.
whatever for kids.
You can still have the
absolutely
Bad
can.
Batch.
Yeah. But give us this. We've been around long enough and enjoyed Star Wars long enough. Give us this. And I'm so glad that they are. And thanks to the popularity of this, and it is crazy popular.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping this is setting a new bar for Star Wars and just changing tone. Think about this. Freaking Taika Waititi was going to be given a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Now, not so sure that's going to happen anymore.
Well, because Thor shit the bed.
Yes, it did.
I would be perfectly fine with Taika Waititi doing an animated series.
Sure.
Or continue, you know, 'cause how many of the Mandalorian did he do?
Did he actually do some Mandalorian stuff?
I think so, yeah.
Really?
And it was fine.
I don't remember. I have no idea.
He is capable of not doing goofy shit. He is capable.
Okay.
But I don't see the need, unless it's... If you're going to give Taika Waititi something, you want him to do it his style. So you can have a Star Wars show that fits that. Just understand it's going to be childish and goofy.
Sure.
He's not a fit for this.
Yes. Yes, I would definitely agree with that. Ryan Johnson's trilogy, on the other hand... No, I hear that's actually in turmoil, too. I don't know if that's actually going to take off.
It was on, and then it was off, then it was on, then it was off, then it was on, then it was off. Who knows now, yeah.
Yeah, no one's sure. Which means I have no idea what the hell the next actual big screen Star Wars thing is going to be. And up until now, I guess it kind of looked bleak. And now I've kind of got a lot of hope for it. And
I don't know. I mean, they're pushing this. They're pushing their TV series, and why not?
true.
Rise of the Star Wars cost them $500 million.
And it
sucked shit and very nearly destroyed the whole franchise. Go with something. You've got something here.
That's true.
Go
That's
with
true.
this. I don't need to see another.
You know what?
I mean, it'd be great to see another feature film, but I don't have to.
That is true. If Star Wars stayed small screen,
I'm okay with that.
hell, if Star Wars stayed small screen forever, or at least for the next 20 years, I'd be fine with that. I mean, as long as it's good and we can get this, then I think I'd actually be okay with it.
Yeah, I think there was such a knee-jerk reaction to Solo. The Solo Star Wars story. Mm-hmm. There was such a knee-jerk reaction. Oh my God, this is absolute fucking garbage. Shut down every picture we've got in pre-production. That was an overreaction.
Yeah.
They didn't need to kill every fucking movie. Just sit back and reevaluate.
Right.
And be intelligent about it. Be selective.
It's like, okay, we rushed a story as fast as we could. We
Right.
got the guys that did the Lego movie to put this movie together. And then we fired them and got 5 more directors. Okay, clearly there were mistakes made. A Han Solo movie might have done okay if it were just better told. But it was kind of a shitty story. And it was clearly a mess. And you could tell there were multiple directors doing stuff because the tone kept changing.
Yeah. I was perfectly okay with the idea of a Star Wars story. That
Yeah.
series of one-off films. Not everything has to be a giant 9-part series. Or even a trilogy.
No,
It's
it does
okay
not.
to do a single movie based on a single story. Like Rogue One.
Yeah.
It's okay if you do it well.
Yeah, an excellent movie, a one-off, one and done, and it's great. Oh, this shit still has yet to happen. We haven't.
Even seen Saw yet. We're only
No.
halfway in.
I know.
We're on episode 6 of 12.
Oh my god.
This shit's gonna go bananas, man. I hope that we unfortunately have to resolve this stupid character story.
I kind of want to see where it
security
goes.
guard
though.
guy, yeah,
the
but-
guy stuck with his mom. I want to see what happens. I want to see if he's going to get back into the fight and if he's going to bring his mom with him.
Oh, my idiot son is back home. He can't even hold down a fucking job. Oh.
It was just a police officer. How hard is that?
My idiot cousin Ronald is a security guard at Montgomery Ward, and he's half retard.
Maybe he can get your son a job.
Oh, with his record now, please. He's gonna be living with me forever. Fuck.
Hire us to play the mom. We want to play the mom. Hey, we're getting progressive, so we'll be his 2 dads.
You know what's cool? They were not afraid to kill main characters.
No, they're not.
Who's the goofy kid that wrote the manifesto? I can't remember the character name.
I'm sad to say I don't really know any of their names right now.
But it feels like early Walking Dead.
Oh.
Where in any given week, any main character might die. And the stakes were really, really heavy. And they did. Main characters died regularly on The Walking Dead. And Monday morning, we'd all be like, holy shit, did you see? How the fuck are they just killed off one of their main protagonists.
How do you continue the show after this?
It was great. That tension always made the horror feel real.
And for me, this show reminds me a lot of Firefly. The grounded grittiness of it, the ragtag group.
Yeah.
You know, like everything is just dirty and everything feels worn, and it just has a lot of that Firefly feel to it for me.
These are the losers.
Yes.
These guys didn't win.
Yep.
You lost. And now you're dealing with that. Yeah.
And this is how they're surviving.
Yeah, bravo. Everything about it is just fucking top notch.
Leave some comments down below. I want to know what you think of this show so far, where you think it's going to go, and we've still got a couple of main characters that are still alive. Who's going to make it to the end? Is the dude from Thor going to make it to the end, you think?
The dude from Thor. Oh,
yeah.
The rebel...
the rebel scientist who's
the
not
antique stealer.
Yeah. I keep getting him confused with the Thor.
I don't think so. I think everybody dies except Mon Mothma.
Really?
And what's his nuts?
Oh, man, if he
I
dies...
mean, those are the only... her and Andor are the only two that you know survive.
Right.
Everybody else, I think they're gone.
I mean, you know, he's old. He could have died from old age before... I don't know. I'm just...
No.
No.
They're going to find out.
He's going to bite it?
The Empire finds out who he is and puts him down.
Bummer.
Oh, my God. My fucking kid, man. He's an eagle eye at this shit.
Really?
There was a scene in the antique store
Uh-huh.
where he paused. He's like, "That's your Sith armor from the game Jedi Chronicles or some shit game."
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck!
Yeah, like Starkiller's armor.
Starkiller's armor. Yeah. And I went back and looked. Like, oh my God, it is. How the fuck did you see that?
There's apparently all kinds of Easter eggs in there, and if you go check out the Screen Crush channel, they've got an Easter eggs video. And it's like a 30-minute long video of him just going through all the shit in the antique store because it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Everything is some kind of Easter egg to something that happened in Star Wars.
Makes sense. It should be.
It is kind of cool, though. I mean, it's neat that you get the props guys and you're like, hey, we're going to build this set and it's an antiques dealer and just fill it full of cool shit. Done. They did their research.
Yeah.
So, bravo to this show for doing its freaking research and writing a story ahead of shooting.
Right.
God damn it.
It's
How
almost
hard is that?
It's almost as if they know where every episode has to start and finish and lead into the next episode before they start filming.
Which is
like how they
unheard
used
of.
to do things in like the 80s and 90s and 2000s and 2010s.
Until very recently.
Until now. No. Shit. Best thing on TV.
Yep,
I have
absolutely. Make sure
absolute
you're watching
confidence
it.
saying
Make
that.
sure you're watching. And we're looking forward to the next episode. Hope you look forward to the next episode of us.
Would it help if Charles does it pantless?
Leave that in the comments below. Would this help if I did this without pants?
See, we should lose
or if
Andor.
we were both without shirts?
We should lose Andor. We should have Dawn back here in like a bikini top.
Just dancing the whole time.
Whatever. I mean, nobody's
watching,
gonna
like, jiggle her boobs.
or even just standing there, just looking off in the distance for the whole 14 minutes.
just confused. Just
Going like that. Nobody's gonna be watching us anyway, but hopefully they'll be listening maybe, and they'll just
Maybe.
tune in every week to see what bikini top she's wearing or some shit.
Nice. I'll ask.
Something.
She might. I'll ask.
Nobody fucking watches.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna stop saying fuck
No.
just
we're
to
not.
fucking get into the algorithm.
No. We're still gonna swear, which means you got to like it and you got to share it because that's the only way to beat the algorithm. All right.
Okay, bye.
We'll see you later. Bye.
Oh, God.